Good morning, Kay.
Good morning, Lee.
Nice to see you. Good to see you.
When Lee Carter was the chairman of the board of Children's Hospital, he liked to walk the halls.
You learn a lot walking along, and you learn a lot talking to people, and you pick up things that you say, well, maybe we could fix that.
Fixing things. That's what Lee's been doing at Children's Hospital and around Cincinnati for about 40 years. In that time, he has served on the boards of about 30 not-for-profit community organizations, leading some big ones, some small ones, and some that he invented.
That's because it's fun to start something. You know, it's really a challenge. It's sort of a, here's an idea, can you make it work?
He loves a creative challenge, whether it's in the arts or in education or in medical care for kids.
Lee took on a huge challenge at Children's Hospital. He and his longtime friend, Jim Anderson, the CEO at Children's, teamed up in the 90s and decided to move the hospital from very good to the best in the world.
For him, the impossible is just something that just takes a little longer.
Carter and Anderson want the hospital to be the Mayo Clinic for children. So they started family-centered care and set very high goals, such as 0 medical mistakes.
I've been on the board 30 years, okay? So 30 years ago, we would have said, stuff happens in a hospital, infections happen, that's just the way it is, we can't control it, get used to it, etc. Where we are today is we're saying, hold it, we can't control it.
They call this journey pursuing perfection. That's one thing about Lee, he thinks big.
He's taken on things that are so big that they would scare off most people, and Lee is simply not frightened by a big challenge.
Lee worked on how to explain to the staff what pursuing perfection means, the elevator speech, as he calls it.
I remember waking up at 3 in the morning and thinking, you know, what are we trying to do here at Cincinnati Children's? And it just occurred to me that being the best at getting better is what we want to do. You know that if you're the best at getting better, someday you'll be the best.
It was greeted with great enthusiasm, like that's it.
Family-centered care, pursuing perfection, and the best at getting better. They became turning points for the hospital.
He has inspired me and others who have had the blessing and the good fortune to work with him to really embrace and embody that whole ethos of the best at getting better.
Don't lay it on too thick.
Yeah, well, it's true.
Today, Cincinnati Children's Hospital is at or near the top in every survey and has won national awards. It's grown from 2,000 to 12,000 employees and become one of the busiest children's hospitals in the country and near the top in research.
We've come a long way, and we can do this. I mean, we can be the best.
Lee Alt Carter follows in a family tradition of service. The Alt in his name comes from his great-grandfather, who is considered the father of the Cincinnati Park System. Lee's father was the head of surgery at University Hospital. His mother helped start the Contemporary Art Center. Lee created a successful marketing firm, sold it, and retired early so he could work full-time for the community like his parents did.
He is the consummate civic and philanthropic entrepreneur.
Lee came up with the idea for the annual Fine Arts Sampler Weekend, and it was his idea to create Art Links as a way to expose more inner-city students to art and museums.
My favorite voicemail, hey Kath, I've got an idea.
To take a phone call from Lee is dangerous because you never know what he wants you to do.
That's how Bob Castellini got involved with the Cincinnati Arts and Technology Center, one of those phone calls from Lee.
Lee saw an opportunity to take at-risk kids and help turn their lives around.
Here at CATS, as they call it, about 400 Cincinnati public school students come each year to get the art credits they need to graduate high school. They wind up getting a lot more.
The magic is caring. And these children will tell you time after time, this is the first time somebody's cared about me.
It's called contingency.
It's just that little that little moment in time where they grasp confidence in themselves.
The impact of CATS is remarkable. Last year, nearly 95% of the students went on to graduate high school, and 80% applied to college.
This is Graham Hobbs.
And he's just here kind of checking out our clinic.
Oh, wonderful.
Good to see you, man.
It's obvious that when Lee Carter joins the board of an organization, he works. He's a catalyst trying to come up with those 3 in the morning big ideas.
It's fun. It's fun. I mean, I'd hate to not be doing it.
All of his philanthropy and public service and passion is selfish because he loves it. I mean, he just thrives on this. That's his oxygen.
Where some people see a problem, Lee sees a chance to make his city better. Just as he did at Children's Hospital, he's helping Cincinnati to be the best at getting better.
It's not just the hospital, but it's really the well-being for the entire community. And this city is so much better because of Lee Carter.